I'm James Matthews-Paul, this is Mark Stevenson. We are the two biggest fans of the Drupa song ever to be known, and this is our special guest Klaus. We had no idea Klaus was going to be able to join us today, did we, Mark? And yeah, but we're absolutely delighted. This is a very special Periscope broadcast, all about the phenomenon that is the Drupa song. Mark, you've got to be the biggest super fan that I know of the Drupa song. When did you first become a Drupa song super fan?
It was around 2000, because my kids were this big. They're now bigger than both of us. And they would dance around the house singing Drupa 2000 International, like that, in that style. And we were hooked from that moment.
And just to give us a little bit of context, what do you do in this industry?
I'm Fuji Films product manager for digital printing and press systems, which is not easy to say, but not easy to do.
But you're also the leader of the fantastic phenomenon. Who is this person talking about Britney Spears? We don't know who that person is, as far as we're concerned.
I'm a Britney fan.
Are you?
Like her, yeah. When I first saw her first video, I said to my daughter, "That girl's going to be a star."
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't predict the crash and burn part, but the star bit.
Well, that's how I felt when I saw Bonita. But you know, we So yeah.
It's a wandering camera.
It is a wandering camera.
Concentrate.
It's obviously we're here to talk about the phenomenon that is the Drupa song. There's a huge range of melodic and harmonic choice within that, and that's probably why it appeals to the very broad group of people that make up the cult of Drupa songs. Now, Mark, you are our leader, really, aren't you? Indisputably.
I don't promote myself, but I offer a service.
Okay. Yeah. And when did the cult of Drupa songs start?
I was just looking back through my Drupa songs post and posts. So I was doing some homework, so I can't remember everything. And 2007, I think, was the first post. I couldn't read it because my phone, Android, wouldn't let me get back that far. So 2007 was the time. Is there stuff on that screen?
Yeah, there are people talking to us. Are we going to sing Drupa songs? Well, we are definitely going to have a discussion about our favourite songs.
Let's leave it there, because I would hate to spoil everybody's enjoyment of the songs by destroying them with a poor cover.
But we do know that that one of the effects of the Drupa song is that one does tend to burst out into Drupa song.
Spontaneously.
I mean, the printing and communications industry does need
the perfect place for a trade fair.
Exactly, and here we are.
To introduce new technologies and to present products with a lot of care.
Lot of care.
My favourites. My favourite.
One of my favourites is where your partners are, profit can't be far.
I like that.
You'll be part of the number one. Now, is the grammatical obscurity of the Drupa song part of its charm?
That's what makes it best. 2004. If you get a chance to look at 2004 lyrics, and James has them all. Should post a lot, really. You should post a lot. 2004, grammar-wise, it's just out of this world. Dreadful tune, rip-off of ABBA, but the lyrics fantastic.
So, should we take a little journey through the timeline of the Drupa songs with Klaus, obviously?
Klaus, yeah. Drupa songs are a lot older than Klaus, I think. I think he's quite young.
He is quite young,
very shiny.
But he's perfectly formed. And I wasn't expecting him to be quite so luminous.
After so many weeks away from home, he's got quite a nice figure.
It's got a beautiful curve on him, I really have to say. So let's take a little journey back in time with Mark here. So 1986. It was an experiment, really, wasn't it? And is that why it didn't come back until 2000?
It could have been. It was. I was in the print industry at that time. I was hand setting lead type.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the last of the Mohicans, not the Mohawkins. And I didn't come to the show. I probably didn't even realise the show existed at that time, so I was just locked in a dark room, like most compositors were. But the rumour was, at that time, from somebody within Drupa themselves who said it was sung by David Hasselhoff. It wasn't. It would be great if it was. I mean, that would be a legendary thing.
Mercifully for us, that's not the case.
A guy called Dave Gibson. Now, I did track a Dave Gibson down, who is a country music singer, so the chances are it's him.
Okay.
I emailed him a number of years ago and in the way you do on the internet, you reach out to somebody, and he didn't reach back.
Guys,
so, no confirmation of that story.
Whoever's out there, can you just give us a little shout to say that you can hear both me and Mark? Because if not, I can plug some headphones in and use a microphone. It's the joy of the live and unscripted
Can anybody hear me?
element of it. Bubba, can you hear?
Oh, somebody said.
We can hear you.
All right.
Brilliant.
That's good.
Thank
Okay,
you very
we'll carry
much,
on
Technical
like
Fault.
this.
Thank
I
you.
don't share earphones.
So,
Strange.
no, that's fine. So, 1986. I mean, it is classic Eurotat, isn't it? Because of
Country.
all of those modulations.
Well, that's what you do with a boring song. If the song's getting dull and you can't get people to join in a bit, you modulate up to the next key. I used to lead singing in a church, and when you modulate to the next key, you can't get people standing on their feet. If you modulate again, they'll put their hands in the air. So it's a well-tried thing to do. So I'm glad they did it, because the song isn't great.
And it's got that classic sort of umpire rhythm that we now associate with Drupa, doesn't it?
It's an umpire country. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we then have to fast forward to 2000, which for me is the classic.
One of my favourites.
It's got that sort of that thumping beat to it. What are the characteristics of Drupa 2000?
Drupa 2000 is I don't know, it's sort of power pop. It was put together by two guys who were radio DJs locally.
Yeah.
I think they saw the opportunity to sort of make a name for themselves in the music production industry rather than just playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's got some heart behind it, and I quite like 2000. What are they saying?
Guten Tag, Lindslindermann.
Ja.
Ja.
Ja, wie geht's?
Wie geht's? Ach so.
Ja, no, mein Deutsch ist sehr schlecht.
Ja, mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut now. No. I've got to say that the 2000 has one of my favourite key changes in it. For you and for me.
Oh yes, a vocal modulation.
Drupa. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Who sang 2000?
You're asking me now, and I'm just looking it up. In 2000, was sung by Lucy Vender.
Lucy Vender.
Yeah, and I did email Lucy to confirm it was her.
Brilliant.
And she's still on the circuit singing stuff, and yes,
amazing.
If you go to the Culture Drupa Songs, not on mobile, because on mobile you can't get that far back, but on the page, let me tell you where the page is, facebook.com/Drupa Songs, so it's quite easy. And you go back to before 2012, you can see an email from Lucy saying, it was me, and I'm proud.
It's from the there's some brilliant moments in it. From the far east across to the west, which is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, I love that for some reason. Drupa 2000 is the best Eurovision winner for sure. Well, you know, technically, I think Drupa should be entitled to enter the Eurovision Song Contest.
Many people have said this. We're a nation on our own.
We are a nation on our own. It has half a million fair visitors praise Drupa very high.
And if Australia can get in,
then why can't Drupa?
Come on, yeah, we should be there.
It's the place where the best meets the best.
You know this far better.
I do. Well, you know that.
I like the background, but I don't remember all the words. But there is another point. We could have a trade show song competition, because there are other trade shows that have songs.
Are there?
The Mesa has its own song.
Oh, it does,
it's
doesn't
on the
it?
page. You go to the page, you'll find the Mesa song, and other industries have it. PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, have a dreadful corporate song.
We've got a super fan here,
see.
Maya Styles.
Maya, yes,
Maya is it?
You follow me, don't you?
Yes,
You're
she
on
does.
my page. You need to. By the way, if you do visit the Facebook Culture Drupa Songs page, what's that? Oh, emergency.
I think the ambulance has come for us.
If you do visit the Facebook page, don't forget to click the like button, because I've got so many people who visit the page and like the post, but who don't like the page. So we need to get our numbers up. I want 400 by the end of the show. I'm on about 340, so get there and click that big thumb.
Well, Klaus is obviously going to help us promote this, being the social media champion emblem of Drupa. He embodies the spirit of Drupa, and he's coming home with me tonight. We've had 1986, we've had the rekindling of 2000, 2004, Super Drupa.
Super Drupa, a direct rip-off of ABBA.
Total.
And sung by, hang on, I'll find it, Elkie Diekenbach. Yes.
Any relation to Elkie Brooks, do we think?
I don't think so.
No.
I think she's also German.
Yep.
Our battery's getting low, we need to hook something quicker.
It's because of the energy.
Hook something in, quick. And Elkie also emailed me to say yes, it was her that did that song as well, and she's still singing. I think one of her favourite songs was Still Crazy After All These Years. I don't know why she told me that, but it's on the post on the page, and you can find out more details. So
Technical Fault is pointing out that it was maybe 8 years too late after the ABBA phenomenon, but I think that's part of the charm of the Drupa song, is that it never arrives early at a trend.
Timeless.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The time is nothing to us. We live outside of all of that. We live in a bubble.
2004 was also phenomenally long as a song, if I recall correctly.
Could have been.
It did go on for quite a long time.
Yeah, but it was good when it stopped.
It's also got some. Hi, Oliver.
Hello.
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 Hello. 2004. Where are we? I mean,
2004. That was the one before 2008. Can you
it
believe
was. I know.
Now 2008 was a low point for me.
Really?
It was written by a jingle factory, basically.
Was
in
it?
Dusseldorf, yeah. So I just feel like Drupa were probably busy with things. I don't know what was going on at the time of the show. So that was One World, One Drupa.
One world, one
Yeah.
Drupa.
And it sounds like an introduction to some kind of corporate, not corporate with a heart like Drupa,
Yeah.
but just like a logo spinning on the screen sort of logo.
It's
thing.
It's really, yeah.
It was proficient. It wasn't offensive.
No.
But it just doesn't stay in the mind for me.
No, it was a low point. But then there was a real resurgence when we got back to 2012.
Dirk. What a guy.
Dirk. I mean, it's like sort of, with the Lauren and Alex Kunstmeyer, that's a great point. We will come to the alternative Drupa songs.
Really?
Look,
Okay.
anyone who can fit ISO
Lauren, you're on that.
Laurel.
Oh, I loved it.
Anyone who can manage to get ISO 12647/2
I can never remember.
and
that
7 into a song, frankly, deserves some sort of award.
one. Yeah, I talk to people about technical things and I say, that ISO standard, then they say it, and I go, that's the one.
12647/2.
Thank you.
It's the digital print one.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, we'll bring that back. But yes, where were we?
We were back to 2012.
Dirk was fantastic. She worked for the mess up. And I think that was key to it, having that edge to it, because he knew how these kind of things worked. And he wrote a great song.
Yeah.
You can tilt up a bit, you miss the top on the head. That's better.
Yeah.
And you got the flags as well.
I'm sorry you don't speak English, whoever it is, but the Drupa speaks no language.
Well, Drupa doesn't speak English very
and
well.
the Drupa song certainly cannot be limited.
How did they type I don't speak English if they don't speak English?
I don't know.
It's a misnomer.
Exactly.
It's a dichotomy.
Exactly.
So, Dirk was one of the best. He came onto the page, he sent us a special message after the show. He said how pleased he was with all the coverage and all the comments. It obviously meant a lot to him. I think he's moved out of the industry now. But
Oh no.
Dirk, if you're there, reach out to us.
Reach out. Touch the future.
That brings us on nicely.
Well, I just want to give Dirk a little bit more airtime because I mean, success has a name, DRUPA.
Great.
Just 14 days to win the race.
Yeah, and it's only 10.
Where your partners are, profit can't be far. It is 11.
Yes, no, they were. They were great for it.
Just absolutely.
And I think his band is still going.
Oh, really?
Planet 7, Planet 8. I can't remember. He's got a band anyway.
Or 7? Or is it Planet 7A or 7O?
I hope it was 8B.
I hope
for no particular reason.
I wonder why. And great, stuck in my head again.
That's what we do. That's what we want to do.
It really is.
Here
And so that almost brings us. That brings us pretty much up to. No.
Alternative.
Let's just go. Yeah, because that happened in 2012. That's a big shout out to Laurel Brunner.
My disappointment with the alternative song was the production value. Sorry, it probably was a good tune. The lyrics were certainly inspired.
Yeah.
But the production, the voice production, and the echoey stuff.
Yeah. And it had a little hint of the 1986 about it for me. It did feel like being on a very slow journey in a Volkswagen camper.
A tribute to another genre is fine, but I just felt like it hurt the ears a little bit. Yeah. And it wasn't the quality of the vocal, it was the way it was produced. Maybe that was Alex. Maybe Alex needs to go on we'll send him on a course.
Wait, we'll send him on a course. Well, he could come to me.
He can come to you.
So I do.
James is your man. He will do a music production course.
I am technically a music teacher and a bachelor of music.
Really?
Yes.
I've learned something today.
Did you not know this?
Yeah. Well, we get together on the worship songs. That'd be good.
We could do. I don't know who you worship, but I suspect we don't worship the same people.
It doesn't happen anymore. That's the old days.
Yeah.
Moved on.
Yeah. And that brings us neatly up to date, doesn't it? In the coarsest sense.
Bonnie and Donnie.
Bonnie and Donnie. And I've got to say, I mean, you filmed Bonnie the other day, really giving it large.
She was. I mean, all credit to her. The hall was a quarter full. Everybody was at the back of the room. and she came on the stage, and there was a good 50 metres between me and the stage. I didn't realise, because the MC was still on when they played the intro. I thought, hang on a minute, they're bringing us straight out. So I ran down the front with my camera, look on the page, you'll see it there, and filmed it. Bonita definitely points at me at one poignant moment, and then later on, from another angle, she gives me a little wiggle.
Yeah, she's really, you can feel that she's not just singing the Drupa song for money, but she's actually living the Drupa song.
Touching the future.
She is touching the future. There was ad-libbing in that video.
There was the vocal trills.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a Whitney Houston act on later. Not a patch on Bonita.
Welcome to World of Drupa. I mean, it's very, very difficult to get up there.
You don't do much music teaching these days?
No, not particularly. How can you tell? No, I think she did a fantastic job. She did it in the press conference as a launch.
Yep.
But I've got to say, we did have a little bit of a hand to play in the comeback of the Drupa song for 2016, because it nearly didn't happen.
That's right.
And
no. We started our hashtag. We started a hashtag on Twitter, Drupa Songs SOS. And definitely the Drupa guys picked up on it, because they kept replying with the hashtag. And then Sabine Gelderman, who we love now. We didn't love her once when she wasn't going to do it, but now we love her, because she said that campaign had an effect on whether they did the song or not. So we've got the song thanks to that campaign, and possibly other people within Drupa. So I spoke to a few people. There's a lady called Anya. Yeah, she was very helpful. She's within Drupa, and I'm sure she put a word in for us and helped push it along.
Fantastic. And just as we wrap up, what would you like to see from the Drupa song 2019?
Nothing too revolutionary. Don't try and do something strange. Just keep the cheese coming.
Yeah.
Because I love cheese. I need more cheese. Every time I finish cheese, I want some more.
Yeah.
So keep it going.
And then you can have cheese dreams.
Is that right?
I don't know.
That probably means something that I'm not aware of. James is far more worldly wise than I am. If that's rude,
it's not that rude.
It's not that rude, which means it's a little.
I hope that. I mean, we've also had some alternate Drupa songs while we've been here. I assume you're aware of "We Didn't Start the Fiery." No.
No. I mean, alternative Drupa song names. That could be a good one.
Okay.
We should have a hashtag for that. We did have some songs suitable for the last day of Drupa on Twitter last time. Well, we got a message there.
Drupa song 29. We are the Drupa. We are the Drupa of our time. Oh. There's a suggestion that we go down the route of last year's Swedish Eurovision winner, I think. But
The only Eurovision Song Contest winner recently that's caught my attention was Conchita.
Oh.
I predicted before she even started, I looked at, just like the Britney Spears moment actually, I said to everyone in the family, that one's going to win.
Yeah.
And we had a Eurovision party that night. Can you tell I like Eurovision as well as Drupa songs? How can that be? And I picked her from the start, and she blew it away.
I have to say though that maybe Rise Like a Phoenix is possibly not the best message for our industry. But if anyone has a link to Conchita out there, then if Conchita Drupa would be,
reach out to Conchita.
Maybe 2019 should be the Conchita Drupa. Would that not be? That would be brilliant. Yeah. That would be fantastic.
One word: no rapping, please.
No
rapping on any Drupa song.
No.
I mean, Bonita was a good voiceover kind of, not a rap.
It was a little bit of parlando. Is the technical term.
Parlando, yeah. I like parlando, I don't like rap.
No.
Stop it.
Absolutely not. So yeah, we can't have rapping in this industry. If you've ever seen the industry trying to dance, then you'll understand why that's a very, very bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
True, it's another message.
Why is next Drupa in 3 years, not 4 years? Yes, yes it is. Yeah, Drupa
that's been in the news for a while. You need to catch up.
Yeah, Drupa decided to nail Ipex to a cross, and won.
Ipex is coming back.
Allegedly.
Next year, yeah. Obviously what they need is a song.
Do you think Ipex could ever have a song?
I'd be surprised if it did. I think they're too self-aware.
Yeah. And that is the beauty of the Mesa.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Total lack of self-awareness. Yeah. Should we call it? Should we do it?
Say that's it. Say goodbye
I think
to
it is.
Klaus. From Klaus.
I have a feeling that Klaus is probably I think Klaus is a Bonita fan.
Yeah.
He was born in 2016.
Oh, it's this year.
I think he'll always be a Bonita fan. So there's lots of hearts. That's love.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much for joining us for the one, the only, the officially unofficial Drupa Songs videocast.
This way.
We are going to be wrapping up here.
That's it, he's got it. Oh,
Okay.
hello.
Oh, hello.
Thanks for
An
joining.
interloper.
Yeah. Nice to
What
see
do you think of the Drupa song?
Are you a Drupa song fan, sir?
Do you like the Drupa song?
Do you like the song, the Drupa song? He's on the phone.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's
Well,
it.
we're live broadcasting on the internet, but that
Yeah,
didn't
that's
stop
not
you, did it?
important.
Well,
Thank you. Thanks for your input.
well, as we say in the Drupa song, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. This has been James and Mark's Drupa Song Super Fans. Make sure that you sign up for the Cult of Drupa Songs on Facebook. Give us likes and keep listening and keep hoping. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Uh,
2 o'clock.